Good morning. It is Sunday, August 18th. I got up and I did record a single episode of Skyrim. So it's the third one for this weekend. Not too bad. Might have liked to record more. I think my buddies are going to be gaming this afternoon, so I don't know if I'm really going to have time to record more then. But I was like, one's good. The computer's now processing the file, so I at least have it doing that, and I'd like to get to at least some of prayer group, so headed to church.
Let it rain, let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain, let it rain. That's our prayer, Lord. Let it rain, Lord. Open the floodgates of heaven.
Just to dwell in your presence is all I want. Presence, Jesus, is all I pursue. Just to be with you.
Not bound up by lies of the enemy, lies of family, and I'm going to go this way and you're going to go that way, and I'm predisposed to be an alcoholic. And understand, what does my Father in heaven say? To know Him, and then to grow in the knowledge of Him. That I don't live hostage, I don't live small, I don't live confined, I don't venture out and do things because whether I'm afraid of flying, or I'm afraid of terrors, or I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of this. What does God say? Fear not. What does God say? That I would know it, be confident, and then begin growing in my knowledge of God. That's what to touch on this morning, is growing in my knowing. It's not just head knowledge that yes, God is good, but I actually grow in the revelation, that I move out and grow and do amazing things for God because I'm not captured and captivated by lies that life or the enemy throws my way. In Proverbs 23:7 in the New American Standard, it says, "For as a man thinks himself, so he is. As a man thinks in his mind, so he is." And not resign yourself to isolation. Not resign yourself to being alone. Not resign yourself to, it just didn't work. It's never going to work, and that's okay. No, it's not. Because your Father has better plans for you than an isolation cave. Amen. Living small, experiencing small, hoping small. It's a day to believe again. Yeah. Great, but how? What do I do? The first thing is, what do I know is true about my Father in heaven? What do I know is true about His nature? I only have to read the Gospels. What is my Father in heaven like? Jesus said, well, if you want to know what He's like, look at me. There's not a single person that walked past Jesus that didn't get healed. Every single person healed. Why? Because our Jesus is a healer. He's kind. Not one time in Scripture have I read, did you go to church? Have you been in the synagogue? Did you pay your tithes? Did you do your bit? Have you been a good person? Jesus blessed the sinners, the wicked, the religious, the hypocrites, the uptight people. He healed all of them. Why? Because His kindness is without prejudice. Doesn't matter what I am in life. I serve a Jesus who's good. Do I remember? Do I understand the Gospels? He simply loves you unconditionally. What do I know about my Father in heaven? Stop believing lies, Tom. That my healing is conditional. My blessing is conditional. He simply is kind, without prejudice. Second thing, what has God said about me, to me? First is, what do I know about His character? Second, what has God said to me? My new nature, the real me. I'm a son. I'm a child of promise. I'm a child of privilege. If you know me, I have challenges. But what do I know my Father says about me? And He sees the beauty inside of me. He sees the nobility inside of me, the royalty inside me, just because of what Jesus did on the cross for me. I didn't deserve any of it. But do I believe what he says about me? I'm blessed. I'm loved. And God has a plan for my life.
And just got a church discussion on not believing lies. And how much believing a lie can just affect your life. Which is definitely a message that I grew up hearing time and again from my mother. But still. Now, before we can go out to eat, we have to go pick up Ethan because he was lazy and he's all like, I want to sleep in. So you guys can make a 20-minute drive to come pick me up before going out to eat because I don't respect anyone else's time. I hate that he does that. It is so incredibly rude. And I get it. He's a kid. He has no consideration for anyone else or anyone else's time. Yes, that is the case. That is why he's doing that. He's a kid. That's what kids do. He's disrespectful. But it bothers me because he is otherwise mostly a nice and considerate human being. But I don't know, sometimes things like that just point out, oh yeah, he's still got some immaturity that, and obviously there are things where I have the same issues, but it's easier to poke at the ones that he struggles with that I don't. So despite what other plans I have and time crunch I'm under and all the things I need to try and get done today, I guess I'll see him and spend time with him. Humbug. Never mind, no time with family. After the 20-minute drive back to Mom's house to get Ethan, they decided that they wanted to go get Red Robin, which is 20 minutes back towards church, and then it's going to be another 20 minutes back to home, an hour just driving around. It just got me pissed off. No one can make a decent decision of what to do ahead of time. Do not respect anyone's time. Too much to do and no time to do it in. And this whole trying to deal with family thing's got me in a real pissy mood. I'm hungry. I get in a bad mood when I'm hungry. And now I don't get to eat because my family are jerks. As I will finish off the little bit of fudge I had, I'm already 2 hours late for my friend's gaming. Hey.
Never mind. What up, yo?
Nothing.
Gonna stay right as you guys turned around. Adam's character. Here's something. You just pop back into view. You okay, buddy?
And we gamed for about 3.5 hours, during which time I'd had like a big pile of shirts. Basically, when I cleaned up the house a week or so ago with Mom, I took all the extra shirts out of the things to wash and try on and make sure that I'm not just storing things that don't fit at all. So I went through those and made sure that, yeah, they all at least somewhat fit, and kind of stacked them as the ones that fit less good are on the bottom. But so I got that done, and I also got the Skyrim episodes that I'd recorded this weekend uploaded, and that started helping my stress go down. I was able to look at things and be like, I have the next like 3 weeks through the first week of September, all scheduled and uploaded and good to go. That helped relieve some stress. That was a good thing to be able to look at and see, okay, so I'm not so super behind on everything. However, I'm still very hungry. I still haven't eaten today. A literally square of fudge that was what I had left over from festival at Little Hills. So I need to go get food. I figure I'm going to go get groceries because I need to get groceries this weekend. That's one of the things I needed to do. It's actually one of the things I'd wanted to do between church and coming home to game, but that would have required expediting the actually just going and getting food, having fun. I can stop and get groceries on my way home, and none of that worked out this morning. Other folks' schedules did not align with mine, and communication was very poor. On both ends, admittedly. But, whatever. So, I'm gonna go pick up some groceries and then probably figure out something to get fast food on the way home. Aldi, of course. And that'll do. Half of what I'm getting is just replacing stuff that's just gone bad, but I did remember the bleach this week at least. And I'll grab some Taco Bell on the way home as a nice bite to eat. And so I got some food at last. Here around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, finally gonna have some breakfast. And I'm feeling much better. I ate, I'm no longer hungry, and that makes all the difference. But I got garbage piling up, so I'm gonna get that taken out, and then amongst all that, I got groceries, and some of them are things that need to replace other things, like picking up garbage. I need to remember, like, this isn't in my pile of garbage, but it's like a week expired milk. It stays in their fridge, so it doesn't smell until I get it out, but that. And once feeling more normal, I got the trash out. I planned what I needed for tomorrow's D&D game. Edited a vlog, got that uploaded. And I edited a session video to export overnight. So overall, I got things accomplished. I was really stressed out for a while. But I also waited until like 5 o'clock in the evening to have breakfast. To have only meal for the day. And that's just stupid. It's stupid, I shouldn't do that. But I did. And thus, my brain goes all weird. Because I was hungry. Try to make wiser decisions in the future is all I can do, but whatever. But it is late now. I'm headed to bed. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.